coming off tremendous momentum in the WNBA. It's not lost on anyone. You know, I feel like in the last few years in particular, the league has turned a corner in terms of fan interest, commercial success, popularity of players. I mean, you know, all arrows are pointing up in terms of the WNBA. And as I look at the calendar and the amount that we need to get done, really over the next 2 months, what I'd love to accomplish is sort of putting pressure on everybody and say, okay, you know, I've been through so many cycles of collective bargaining, and often things tend to get done at the 11th hour. We're getting awfully close to the 11th hour now.
Credit where credit is due. Adam Silver might be the drizzling shits as commissioner of the NBA. I mean, there is a reason I refer to Adam Silver as the worst commissioner in sports. But to his credit, Adam Silver is absolutely brilliant when it comes to polishing the turd. This league is amazing! The WNBA has so much momentum. Fans are clamoring for pretend basketball. We need to get a deal done immediately to satisfy this overwhelming desire in the market for make-believe basketball. According to Adam Silver, the diva of Dump Divas, Kat Engelbert, along with her employees in the WNBA, according to their primary subsidizer, time is running out to get a deal done. But that's okay. That's okay. If you believe Breanna Stewart, there's no need to worry about time. There's no need to worry about the cancellation of the WNBA season because they are getting real close to coming to an agreement. Well, that's interesting. If they're so close to getting a deal done, if Bree Stu isn't worried about her primary income in the WNBA, which is currently being supplemented by the free money that's being given away in Unrivaled, then how come Bree Stu is traveling all the way over to Turkey to be compensated for pretending to play basketball in April? Correct me if I'm wrong here. Normally, training camp in the WNBA dump starts in April, right? Players are required to be there no later than May 1st. If they're so close to getting a deal done, if WNBA players are on the cusp of making millions of dollars, then why would Breanna Stewart risk injury? Why would Bree Stu risk the chance to make millions of dollars by competing in a Turkish league? And look. Bree Stu isn't the only WNBA player sharing their make-believe with the world. There are at least 7 WNBA players competing in Turkey alone. If they're so confident that a deal is going to get done, then why are they playing basketball overseas where it's supposedly so dangerous? Me personally, at minimum, I don't see how the WNBA season starts on time. And that is if there is a WNBA season in 2026. We've got, 10 days left in February, which means the WNBA essentially has 2 months until the regular season. Over the next 70, 80 days, they've got to come to an agreement on the CBA. The agreement has to be ratified by lawyers on both sides. They have to organize an expansion draft, then the regular draft. Training camp has to be scheduled. You have to schedule a period for free agency. I just don't see how you cram 6 months of off-season activity into 2 months in order to start the regular season on time. It ain't happening. But if I'm the WNBA, I'm not overly concerned with the collective bargaining agreement. I'm damn sure not concerned with overpaying players in order to get the season started. If I'm the WNBA, I am extremely worried about the long-term sustainability of women's basketball. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Let's go and get to the sponsor for today's video, my good friends at Sugar Mountain Trading. If your wife is anything like mine, then she loves to smell good. My wife and daughter, they are constantly applying lotion. They claim it makes their skin softer, but I think they constantly apply it because it makes them smell good. Lately, my wife has been using a variety of scents from Sugar Mountain Trading. Their luxurious, all-natural lotion is crafted to calm dry, itchy skin. It gently soothes eczema and psoriasis, and the best part is, it doesn't leave your skin feeling greasy. You know how most lotions leave that film on your skin? Lotions from Sugar Mountain Trading are designed with an exclusive lifting method. After about a minute or so, any unabsorbed lotion evaporates into the air, leaving your skin soft and grease-free. My wife, she prefers the Black Raspberry or American Spirit, but there are 15 different fragrances for you to choose from. If you prefer lotions without the smell, there's also a fragrance-free option available. So click the link in the description or the pinned comment below. Use my promo code BTL25, BTL25. Receive 25% off your first purchase with Sugar Mountain Trading. If you were to believe the feminine beard chasers in the mainstream media, you would think that women's basketball is exploding in popularity. Did you see that? Unrivaled just sold out an NBA arena in Philadelphia. Wowzer! No wonder this league is valued at over $300 million. Not pesos, we're talking real American bucks. Woohoo! Yes, yes, yes! For weeks, I have watched as the media has polished this turd. For example, headline at Sports Illustrated, "Why Unrivaled Ratings Don't Tell the Full Story." And that is the key word. Story. That's what the media is trying to sell with women's basketball. A story, a fairy tale. It's a story of sympathy. It's a story of make-believe. They are trying to convince you that women's basketball is thriving, hoping you will give it a chance, hoping you will watch. And when you don't, then they try to convince you that the league is thriving anyway, even though no one is watching. Let me ask you something. If there's such a demand for women's basketball, if millions of people are clamoring to see behind-the-back scratches and missed layups, how come the potential cancellation of the WNBA season isn't trending on social media? How come there hasn't been a microscopic hint of outrage from the so-called WNBA fan base? The same fan base that I keep telling you doesn't exist. Think about it. If we were in July and NFL players and team owners were fighting over money with the season potentially being canceled, the cancellation of football season, it would be a daily topic. Same thing with the NBA, Major League Baseball. Hell, the passionate fan base in the NHL, they would be livid if hockey season was potentially canceled. So how come we hear nothing from the make-believe WNBA fan base? I know some WNBA players have probably watched this channel in the past. If I had to guess, they probably think Uncle KC is a mythical racist or a misogynist, which is fine. I'm used to people mislabeling the truth with lies, but I'm going to speak directly to WNBA players here, and I'm going to make this very easy to understand because the league isn't holding up the season. The reason the WNBA season is likely to be canceled or at minimum postponed is because WNBA players have been blinded by entitlement and they have severely overvalued their worth. I know your pretend friends in the mainstream media polish the turd. I know they pretend Unrivaled is actually worth $350 million. They celebrate your so-called sellout in Philadelphia. They celebrate your plan to have Unrivaled tour NBA arenas. But listen very carefully. And I'm not saying this because I cannot stand your league. I have always been upfront and very honest about my disdain for pretend basketball. I'm telling you this because it's the truth. And believe it or not, I'm actually trying to help you accept the millions of dollars that the WNBA is currently offering. There is minimal demand for your product. And I'm being polite when I say minimal demand. If we're being honest, there is damn near no demand for the WNBA or women's basketball in general. If you have been paid $1 to play in the WNBA, that is $1 more than you have generated the league in profit. Your league, whether it's the WNBA, Unrivaled, your league is an add-on. It's kind of like a supplement. I'm sure some of you guys in this audience take vitamins every morning to supplement your health. If you woke up tomorrow morning and you suddenly stop taking vitamins, you're going to be fine. You won't notice a change because the supplements that you're taking aren't a necessity. It's the same thing with the WNBA. Your product is not a necessity. If the 2026 WNBA season is canceled, no one's going to care. The only reason we are having this conversation to begin with, the only reason you're in a position to demand million-dollar salaries is because of Caitlin Clark. And a lot of the reason Caitlin Clark generated so much interest a couple of years ago, it was based on theatrics. It was based on drama, which fine. That's fine. But here's the problem with that approach. There is a reason reality shows eventually get canceled. There's a reason scripted dramas eventually get canceled. You guys remember Jersey Shore? For a period of 3, 4, maybe even 5 years, Jersey Shore was the biggest show on television. Next thing you know, they're gone. Why? Anytime something is based on drama, there always comes a point where it gets stale. It's the same characters fighting over the same woman or the same dude. It's the same drunken arguments. It's the same storylines. With the WNBA, the storyline was Caitlin Clark elevating the league and unknown players resenting her for it. It was a storyline of jealousy and resentment. It was perceived to be racially motivated, and to their credit, it worked for a while. But in order for the WNBA to succeed long term, you have got to offer a superior product. Like we say all the time here on the channel, there always comes a point where you either step up or you step aside. We have 30 years of evidence proving your product is substandard. We have 30 years of evidence proving that your product just doesn't generate interest. Hell, if we include women's college basketball and the history in that, we have decades and decades of data proving the exact same thing. I believe this is the main reason the WNBA is so hesitant to get a deal done. There's been no sense of urgency, and I think it's because they're worried about the long-term sustainability of this league. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys tomorrow.